Well, welcome into the San Angelo Live Studios. I'm Manny Diaz. We interrupt this for some breaking news this afternoon, and our hearts go out to this individual involved out in Moretta at the Lone Star Farmers Co-op Gin. As after just the 3:30 hour, local first responders were dispatched out to the Lone Star Farmers Co-op Gin due to a man, a 40-year-old male, suffering a severed appendage. This is scanner reports have indicated that. That's why have boots on the ground out there in Moretta, Texas. This is on FM Road 380 and 4th FM 380 and 4th Road, the Lone Star Co-op Farmers Gin. We've seen so far. We have images of Shannon helicopter, Shannon Air Med, being dispatched out to this area and taking a man into the helicopter. This happened around the 3:30 hour there in Moretta, Texas, at the Lone Star Farmers Co-op Gin. It appears that local DPS and the Tom Green County Sheriff's Office was dispatched to this particular area. In the meantime, we do have Matt Trammell, our reporter, on the ground. Let's go ahead. Let's bring in Matt into the coverage here. Trammell, what can you tell us? What have you seen so far that you can tell us about?
Right, Manny. So we're here, like you said, the Lone Star Gin. As you see right here was where the Shannon AirMed 1 was just about, probably about 10, 20 minutes ago. They did load a man up. It looked like he had a severed arm about the shoulder down. So it was a pretty big incident here. If you look right here, we have sheriff's deputies on scene, DPS troopers, as the San Angelo Fire Department's EMS just left. Like I said, Shannon's AirMed 1 was here. The man looked like he was in stable condition. They did have a pretty strong and pretty secure tourniquet on that shoulder, and they were able, like I said, to put him in the AirMed, and they were able to get out of here. So not sure if this is a life-threatening issue, but at the end of the day, it looks like he did lose an arm.
Trammell, are there any details that you can pass or that you know about right now? I know things are just happened so quickly as to maybe how this happened. Has any information been released as to that?
Right, nothing as of now. Of course, if you're aware of any of these kind of these cotton gins or any of these big manufacturing facilities, there are a lot of big machines in here, heavy machineries. There's a lot of presses and other stuff. Very easy to just get an appendage loss if you put your hands in the wrong spot. So right now they have not said exactly what the cause of the injury was, but it was here inside of the Lone Star Gin.
Okay, Matt, well, thank you so much. If we do have any new developments with that, we will bring you back here into the coverage. In the meantime, thank you so much. All right, so what we know, let's go ahead and show the folks some of these images that we've seen so far. And it is Shannon's AirMed 1 being dispatched. A 40-year-old, what we've heard is about a 40-year-old male that was being loaded up into AirMed 1 there. It's en route back to Shannon Medical Center here in San Angelo. This occurred in the Lone Star Farmers Co-op Gin out in Moretta, Texas, just about 15, 20 miles east of San Angelo on FM 380 4th Road. As Matt described, this is a co-op gin. Heavy machinery. This is where cotton is manufactured there. So his thoughts and prayers go out to this man there. Hopefully things can. Hopefully it is not as bad as it sounds. And we're hearing a severed arm that's being told. The message is being told to us right now. In the meantime, let's go back to Matt Trammell. It appears has another update for us. Matt?
Yeah, it looks like we had another DPS trooper arrive. That means there's 3 here now. 2 of the sheriff deputies. The sheriffs are out here taking pictures. I just wanted to add in there just a little tidbit that this is a brand new facility, just built this year. You can go check out. We have some stories online on when this was built. It was built just recently, so I think one of the things that we can probably rule out was a manufacturing issue.
Wow.
Looks like a lot of the things here. I mean, everything here is brand new, so it was probably more than likely not a mechanical issue. and maybe just an accident. I'm not sure. I did talk to one of the guys who seemed to be in charge out here. He did say that he did not see what happened, but he did describe that it was pretty severe injury.
Okay. Well, we're hoping for the best, hoping that this is non-life threatening. At this moment, we're hearing that perhaps it may not be, but nonetheless, a severed appendage is an extremely serious injury, and hoping that what we're hearing, a 40-year-old male there at the this is involving a 40-year-old male at the Lone Star Farmers Co-op Gym suffering a severed appendage there on FM 384th Road in Moretta, Texas. Scanner reports have indicated this. After about the 3:30 hour, we immediately dispatched our own reporters, which you saw, Matt Trammell. In fact, James, let's go ahead and show some of these images of what we've seen so far. If you're just joining us here on the broadcast, this is breaking news. A 40-year-old man suffering a severed appendage, which is appearing involving his arm there at the Lone Star Farmers Co-op Gym in Moretta, Texas. Very, very serious injury. It looks like local law enforcement, the Tom Green County Sheriff's Department, along with the Department of Public Safety and Shannon AirMed 1, immediately dispatched to this area. Helicopter flew in. Looks like they were able to get out to this gentleman, securely secure him into the AirMed air vac there, and bring him back to San Angelo. So we're hoping that we can, as soon as we hear some new developments in this extremely serious injury, we will bring it to you. Please stay updated. For more on this, please stay tuned on SanAngeloLive.com as we look to bring you more on this. Certainly the condition of this man. We're hoping thoughts and prayers are with him and his family, and certainly the Lone Star Farmers Co-op Gym, as this has involved a very, very serious injury, what we know so far. Nonetheless, that's kind of what we know at this moment here, involving a 40-year-old male suffering a severed appendage. So as soon as we can, we'll bring you updates of this. As soon as we know of something, we will bring you an update. In the meantime, stay tuned. You can see we do have a story that's up on SanAngeloLive.com. You can check it out there. But as soon as we know more on this, we will know. All right. In the meantime, we've heard from our very own Matt Trammell, who's been boots on the ground out in Moretta, Texas. We are hoping for the best for this gentleman representing the Lone Star Farmers Co-op Gym. So thoughts and prayers. Until then, once again, for more information on this, please see the website www.sanangelolive.com. For San Angelo Live, I'm Manny Diaz.